Alright guys, it's time for a long play game. I'm 1568. Not bad. Okay, we're going to play normal repertoire for e5. And we have a King's Gambit. So this is the move that I play. I got this one off from Naroditsky. Okay, and now we follow it with this. Now they will normally take, in which case we push. So that's why it kind of fits the Kruger repertoire. We push with tempo, getting the knight. And then on the next move we can get this pawn back. And we then have a nice pawn center. And we're not even down in material. Okay. They will normally play their bishop out here to attack the king. Give check. And there is a common blunder here. If they just think, well, everything's kind of under wraps and can't... Ooh, hello. What's that about? So they're attacking here, right? Even so, look, even still, if they castle, then we have a queen fork on b6. That's kind of one of the tricks in this. Okay. So they're threatening to checkmate me on c7. Now, the beauty of having a long time for your game is you can have longer to think, which is kind of the whole trick of chess, isn't it? So we have g6. We certainly have g6. And then we could fianchetto as well, right? Is there any other way to prevent checkmate? Well, we could take the knight. Then queen takes with check. I guess I could block with the bishop, and that hangs that pawn. Let's see. Take with a knight, queen takes. And this is all you have to do to get better, you know. Block with a queen. If queen trades off, I get to develop, say, my bishop for free. I've got a lead in development and a better center. And we have this, obviously, still weak f-pawn. So, you see the difference? Just consider more than one thing. Oh, I can't take the knight. And I'll tell you for why. It's pinned. Right, there you go then. Scratch that idea, guys. Scratch it. Okay, but this knight is still perfectly well defended. So g6. Is there any other move other than g6? No, I do not believe there is. g6. It is. See? What are my options? First of all, what's critical? Now, what's critical here is mate in one. And that's kind of important to deal with. Again, still the knight can't move. I'd love to capture with a discovery on the queen, but ain't going to happen. If I kick the bishop and he goes back, and then b5, the pin is broken. It's currently attacked 3 times and defended 3 times, which is fine. There's no advantage now to white to initiate the trade. We trade a pair of knights, we could trade a pair of bishops, we could even trade queens. Kind of inclined to fianchetto my bishop, that's one idea. Another idea is knight f6. Knight f6 adds a 4th defender to this knight. And that ain't a bad thing. There's nothing wrong with that move at all. I was thinking also maybe kick a bishop. The bishop either has to give its life up for the knight, but then I have to give up my bishop to recapture. And if he's determined to get rid of both light squared bishops, fair enough. Or is this a better move? I think it's a better move. Because I'm developing. And now, before I drop it, I'm doing another scan of the board. Okay. Opponent's rated 1434, by the way. From Russia, by the look of it, they've got one of those greyed out flags. Okay. Now I could fianchetto. I could kick. Push it. I could attack the knight. It's threatening this pawn, but the pawn is perfectly well defended. He would lose material doing that. I kind of like the idea of kicking the bishop, you know. He does actually have 4 pieces developed now. To my 2. However, he has... But, you know, getting castled is very attractive as well. So I think, yeah, I want to move this guy. And the question is where to. This is obviously supernatural. This is kind of natural too, hitting the knight, maybe messing up his pawns. This is quite natural, preventing castling. So there we have three completely different benefits. Okay, we've got the fianchetto. If I'm going to castle short, which I almost certainly am, that defensive bishop in the fianchettoed square makes sense. It's also potentially quite attacking, looking down towards b2a1. Yeah. Now let's consider this. This feels a bit meh compared to those, compared to the fianchetto, and this one, yeah, prevents castling. But let's play solid. I feel like I have a bit of an edge, and all I want to do is I want to get castled, break this pin on that knight here. Okay, let's just castle. And now I'm actually threatening to take this knight outright with an attack on the queen. So something must be done. Okay. I could have taken with my knight actually there. I didn't even think about that. You see what I did? I just snatched, I just reacted, didn't I? Didn't think. Gee, between you and me, Mr. Holmes, why don't people just think? Okay, knight h5 hits queen. Do we care about this? Also has a discovery on this knight, but the knight is defended by this pawn here. Now, I have the bishop pair at least. I'd kind of like to keep it. I could stick my bishop there, but that feels like a non-move. That is not too bad. I also have a check actually. I'm hitting b2, but it's the bishop's still at home, so it defends. I have a check on here. Queen b6. Bishop doesn't hang because the knight defends. Queen b6, what's he going to do? He could try that. I could take en passant and maybe win a pawn, open up the centre. This pawn's going to be quite key, by the way. d5. Needs to defend that. This knight's doing a good job of that so far. Knight h5 hitting the queen also kind of discourages this pawn from doing anything, but not that that pawn's likely to be on its way in any time soon. So I don't know. Got this, but knight just takes. Got the check here, then bishop here. Let's throw in the check, right? It's a free move. Right, I'm connecting my rooks and completing development. Okay, opponent has not completed development because his bishop's still at home. And trapped in. Now, could I, for example, hurry this knight away and then follow up with that bishop move? Let's just follow this line of thought. These are all the squares the queen can't go. So she either retreats there, she goes here, or she goes here. So knight here. It'd be nice to put more pressure on that. Oh no, I'm not. I could just stick my bishop here just to protect it. I don't want that knight to take it because it's going to be quite an open board. I'm going to do that. I know it's a slow move. It's probably not the best move. I know it's not attacking anything, but sometimes just solidifying stuff is not a bad thing. For example, this is not related, but I'm thinking now, something like queen e6, okay, attacking the knight. If I move my knight here, there's a discovery by the bishop. The knight is currently defended twice, first by the pawn, then by the queen on g3. But if I play my knight here, the queen will have to move, and she can't stay on that diagonal defending the knight. Therefore, queen e6, knight h5, queen has to disappear somewhere, and then I can play bishop takes, pawn takes, queen takes. That feels quite good. Okay, well that's pretty much telegraphed what my opponent wants to do. He wants to fianchetto his bishop here. Now, I'm considering this idea. Is it too early Do I need to bring my bishops in, my rook, sorry, into play first? Do I want to play this idea? Could win a key pawn. I have both bishops still on the board as well. This as well is a discovery against the c2 pawn, but just does also give up a pawn at the same time. I take that. Nothing much gained. Let's go back to d4. Knight can't go here. He might go there and hit my queen. In which case I'll just come along here. He can't go to d5. He can't go to e3. Okay. Okay. That's fine. And I was going to do this move anyway. So what I've just done basically is made his knight worse. He thought he was doing an attack by playing knight a4, but then I get to play the move that I was going to move anyway. Yeah. This is fine. And now I think I have this, right? Queen moves, bishop takes knight, pawn takes knight, queen takes knight. My queen is going to be on this red square here. That means this pawn is going to be pinned. I don't think that's a bad thing. And I win a pawn. Takes. I'm liking these two pawns in the middle. But what I've got to do in this game, guys, I've had this very bad habit recently of really earning myself a great position by kind of this point in the game, and then relaxing, coming off the gas. Oh, damn it. Didn't see that. The queen's move defended there, didn't it? Okay, what's not defended? You're not defended. And I've lost my bishop pair. Curse you. Here, attacks pawn. Material is still equal. No, that was just ill-conceived. And now this bishop looks a bit wonky, doesn't it? Can't go there because I lose the knight. Okay, so I'm thinking just back here. Comes with the mildest of pressures. There we go. I think I want a rook behind here. That's kind of important. Should it be this rook? Defended. Okay, opponent is coordinated. I think what I want to do is move this bishop and play f5. Should I move it here and maybe attack the knight? So okay, I'm blocking the queen's defense of f7, but if takes, rook takes, doesn't work. Here, my knight is... What are you doing? What are you doing there? Here. Or just here. I think just here. Here he's just going to push a pawn for free. Yeah. Okay. And still the idea is f5. What I missed was I didn't fully take account of everything that changed on the board with my opponent's move. When he moved his queen back there to defend the bishop, that meant the pawn was overwhelmed. He wasn't actually defending the bishop, he was also attacking the pawn on d4. This is our problem. I notice I have this now. Now he's moved his rook. It's a funny old move. I mean, I can play f5 anyway, but let's have a think about this. Because I'm threatening to come into here, outpost. If knight takes, pawn takes, that's not too bad. This pawn does want to move at some point to bring this bishop to life. Knight here is a thought. Is there any reason not to play this move now, though? Well, there's a slight issue of knight here, forking queen and rook. So for that reason, in comes rook ae8 to prevent this. Okay, now I think this. There's no rucksack or anything on there. Rucksack. I still have this and now that. If I can encourage the knight to move, so let's say like knight here first, then this, right? Move order is critical. Knight moves away. No, it's not that at all. Right, hit the knight, off goes the knight somewhere, and he can't go there, 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 and he can't go there. He might go here and hit my queen, but who cares? So first thing I do is this. Actually, so then the queen, this, and then that, and he hits queen, and queen goes here. Oh, and then bishop goes there, supported by the knight. You see my problem. My issue is that the queen has to stay on this diagonal to defend the knight on f4. And then if I hit this knight, I don't know, it just feels a bit risky. And he's now threatening to take in the center. If I take him, knight takes. Can't push, can I? Knight here. Let's say he takes. I hit the knight. Knight goes here. I can't stay there or there. And I can't go there because of the bishop. I have to go here. Then he has bishop here, which wins the rook. So I'm not feeling that one. Not feeling it. Do I have to take? I think I just need to take. Still got to watch out for that idea as well. I think he's going to take with the knight. Yeah, he couldn't go there. He could have just gone in there now, actually. Defended by the rook. He's just moved his knight backwards. Okay. So I've got 3 on 2 on the king's side. I've got 2 on 3 on the queen's side. We've got opposite coloured bishops. It's very even. More even than I would like. I think at this point I'm going to push b6 probably to keep the knight from coming back there. This is nice though. That's really nice. This knight is bad right now, but there's a lovely outpost there. Can't be disturbed by any pawn. It's a 2-mover. I don't think he's going to trade his bishop. Hang on, I've got a hanging pawn. Okay, b6 first. Then this is the plan. Okay, in he goes straight away. Kind of hitting my bishop. I have this. Might have ideas about bringing my queen up this way, combined with a knight possibly. My bishop's doing a pretty good job there on this diag. Should I just drop it back? Or do I drop it forwards? If I drop it forwards, it takes that square away from the knight. I don't see any real reason. I'm just going to drop it all the way back. Hopefully, opponent will now find that is outside of his field of vision and forgets it's there. Don't laugh. It happens. We've all done it. We've all forgotten about a like fianchetto bishop or bishop skulking in a corner. So this is still my general plan now. Centralise my knight. Opponent has done a good job of centralising his. Okay, here. Defended. Looks okay. And other things I've got is like put my queen on this diagonal. I'm tying this rook down. This pawn is also pinned, remember? So for example, if I put my knight here, now I think I can do this. Yeah. So that's the plan. I'm going to neutralise this rook to some extent. This guy's kind of stuck defending this pawn anyway because of this super long pin going on. We're looking into the Veresov attack. My mate put me onto it. Grandmaster Smirnov put out a video on it in the last 24 hours. So the Veresov attack is a bit like the Jabava London, but you move your bishop out to it's the G5 square instead of the F4 square. But I'll explore it a little bit and then get back to you guys on that. But it looks very interesting. There's some very trappy lines in it, and plus, I didn't think you were going to. I didn't believe that for a minute. There's two attackers on the... Okay, hang on. I do this, queen takes here, I could trade rooks. No, queen doesn't take there. Bishop could. Right, I'm going to trade rooks. Oh, you could take with the queen. No! You evildoer! You evildoer! I've been evil done. Well, I didn't think that one through, did I? Shall we see again at the miraculous way in which I earn a reasonable position in a game and then throw it away? Here we go. Here's a reasonable position, and I threw it away. Let's have a look. This trade was not good. I'm in a winning position here. Trading off the bishop pair for no good reason. And then here, of course, I was fine apart from the rook trade. What should I have done? Tough one to see that. Yeah, I just had to prevent that. Oh, that queen h8 was just horrible. So I played like a 1300. There you go. Opponent played like a 1450, which is his level. I was just subpar on that one. Well, there you go. This brown streak of dismay continues down the road of chess. Well, I can't really say improvement, can I? Chess experience. That's putting it kindly. Lordy, lordy, lordy. Well, what am I now? 1557. Still not to be sniffed at. Still a bit better at the old 10 minutes somehow at the moment, but there you go. So, I mean, that was a good attack though in the end, right? Yeah, knight takes g6. Yeah, it's a discovered overwhelm. And I just missed it. Yeah, he got this for free. Because now he has two attackers on there. So here, bishop b7. Apparently, or bishop e4. Bishop e4 is good. Which we did consider. Also, you know, you have to notice, so I'm putting my knight in line with this bishop, even though it's not under direct attack. You know, these are the kinds of things I need to be spotting. But hey, yo. Right. And the first game of the morning. That's how it goes. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you later.